Just done a quick hotfix. This is our Silent Hill 3's 20th anniversary special. I almost said 30th anniversary. It's not been that long yet.
Not quite yet.
Before we get back into it, just a quick reminder. Juneteenth, our annual event celebrating Black independence, is coming up June 17th and 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can join us as we highlight the amazing talents of the Black speedrunning community. With that said, we do have Silent Hill 3. I will hand it over to the runner. Let him introduce himself.
Yeah, we did the switch. Hi, UFO Techie. You might remember me from some other GDQ appearances over the years. I was the first one to do Silent Hill 1, gosh, over 8 years ago. And now we're gonna do Silent Hill 3, Extreme X. Just to explain the category, because it's kind of a weird title. If you beat hard mode, you will unlock extreme mode. If you beat extreme mode, you'll unlock extreme 2, and so on and so forth. Multiple until you eventually get this cool Extreme X mode, which is, the 10th iteration of New Game Plus, pretty much. So everything's going to kill us very quickly, and there's going to be problems that you're not going to see in some of the later runs. All that said, we got timer.
Yep. Do you want to give the countdown, or do you want me to?
I will give it from 3 if we're all ready.
We are all ready.
All right, then 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. For those who are going to call me out immediately, I am doing extra new game because we're doing cool costumes, and I think I'm going to do health display just because it's kind of more fun to watch. Where's my... Here, I will... I'm going to turn that on real quick. Even if it's just for now, it's going to make it so much easier to actually see what's happening. Like, you can just magically turn on, a visual aid for how health now works. You see at the top, we have a green bar for stamina, we have a yellow bar for health. My stamina's running out because I'm running. Gonna refill between rooms. So Silent Hill 3's health system has a gimmick where if you have at least 1 HP, then you can't be killed, and we're going to be exploiting that a lot. So for example, if you had 2 health and you took damage, 100 damage, then it would just drop to basically 1 health or 0 health, depending on how you want to, 0 health last hit. So it kind of doesn't matter how much damage you're taking as long as you have that 1 resource left. So we just need to always have at least 1 more hit in us. Normally that's very difficult without the health display because you have to just kind of understand, if you're doing PS2, you have the controller rumble to kind of know what's going on. Oh my god, I have to scroll through so many shirts. The only problems with the extra new game is that you have all these shirts in your inventory. So you took 1 hit there. You can see that did 1/3 of my health, and that's the minimum that any hit will do. But it's going to be fine because we're just going to be tanking hits from the first boss anyways. As long as you don't have to heal, then you're kind of fine. Another benefit to running the harder categories is that you don't have to do the book thing. I'm going to take those because I am a weenie and I'm playing safe. This code is the same every time on hard mode, but not on the easier difficulties, which is kind of bizarre. It makes sense because the riddle itself is much more complicated, but it's kind of a weird little perk. You don't have to go get the books. I've been running this a lot on PS2 lately, which has super long load times, and playing with a PS2 D-pad is miserable, so this is like a breath of fresh air. I'm out of the hyperbolic time chamber. I think the noise effect got turned on. What the heck's up with that? Yeah, it looks so much worse. Let's see. In addition to playing extra new game, people might notice that I'm also playing in 16:9, which is totally not speedrun legal, but it looks very nice, so I'm doing it anyways. You know, this is an exhibition. We're here to look good. What controller now? Oh, someone asked. I'm playing a keyboard now. Grab some bullets. Those are for later. We also have to grab some bleach, and the other one's ammonia, I think. We have to do Heather's stupid moment .gif later, which you're not going to see in the easy mode runs. So we have, I think, only 2 extra puzzles that we're going to have to do on the harder difficulties. These guys aren't much of a threat on any difficulty. They're super slow. Well, that's not completely accurate. They're not a problem yet. There's the second attack that they can do, but only after the second boss fight. And it's actually a huge problem, but for now we're good. We can just run by most things. Oh, why is 16:9 not usually allowed? Because this game came out in 2003, and it does not natively contain a widescreen mode. So it's technically like a hack. It does matter too, because you know, there's like peripheral vision that you wouldn't normally get, and there are rooms that matters like a lot. So you just gotta coast through the usual, you know, survival horror, almost point and click adventure style puzzles where we gotta grab this walnut, then we gotta go crack it open for what's basically the key to a door. Oh my gosh! If another hard mode difficulty is that you will run into walls, and that is a big problem in a lot of places. In general, because it means monsters can come and attack you for free. But there's also gonna be like some movement challenges later. Where is? Did it switch me? One moment. Where is? There's no bucket. Oh my god, what the heck? There's supposed to be a bucket there. I thought the game switched me to an easier difficulty. Am I losing my mind? It's like 11 a.m. Sunday morning for me. And I've lost my mind. Sorry, there's a sort of like a Windows gimmick where if you don't run it like in administrative mode and blah blah blah, then permissions issues can cause the game to like dump you into like a different difficulty or like screw with the timer. It's all kinds of weird side effects. I was freaking out there for a minute.
That's wild. And which, because like you were talking about some of the puzzles change earlier, so I imagine that changes a lot.
It's actually, yeah. So like that's like the bucket shouldn't have been there if it was on an easier difficulty, which is why I thought suddenly maybe it dumps me on easy mode. But speaking of enemies that aren't, well, not enemy. This is a puzzle, but there's gonna be a lot of dudes in here that aren't here on easier difficulties that we gotta deal with. Yeah, hello. We gotta. This guy behind the counter is the true problem. With 5 shots and 3 steppies, and we should be good. Yeah, after using a keyboard for movement, you know, where you can just hold the up key and you move forward instead of having to, like, hold the D-pad down for an hour and a half. It's such a relief. Like, the movement's just so much easier. We're almost out of mall. Again, this is a key. It looks like a moonstone, but basically it's a key. We're gonna poke the first boss to death. Oh, it didn't equip. I climb down this like 4-story ladder, which itself would be terrifying. Somehow the pipe phasing through her wrist as she climbs. Alright, we're gonna deal with the first boss, Big Worm. Hopefully we can keep this cycle going, or we're just gonna stab it, wait a little bit, and then block. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna take a slight step forward every time because it moves her backwards, slightly further out of range. But also if you block too early, then it'll break the cycle, which I'm hoping doesn't happen. Every time I block, you lose all hit stun, and you can also see at the top left there, my health is kind of trickling down a little bit. Blocking negates 90% of the damage, so it's not like 100%, but it's good enough for us. See, I'm kind of way too far back. You don't want to get too close either, or else your hits will push you back even further. So it's kind of like this delicate balance where it looks like I'm spamming the same thing over and over, but I'm like actually always worried about this fight. The background music is about to cycle, which means that we're almost done. There's the cycle, so yep, there it is. You see my health is blinking red, which means that the next hit will kill me. But we didn't get hit, so everything's fine. You can block hits.
Very close.
It's terrifying. This category is like really scary. Yeah, you just have to spend so much of your time. I should have 7 of these. Equip. So that means if I panic, I can hit H and it'll pop one of those health items immediately. Alright, so now we're in Subway where everything's calmed down a little bit. We're gonna run by some Minmo signs. Here for the fans, strong, growing strong and healthy. Alright, let's get out of here. A lot of the rooms, will still remain mostly empty like this, and then usually there's, these hot spots where on the harder difficulties, it's just way, way, way harder. They don't really, sprinkle in, one extra enemy per room or anything. It's, there'll just be rooms where there's, maybe one enemy on easy, and then there's, 6 on hard. And this is one of them, and this place is scary. Dogs are one of the 2 enemies that can one-hit kill you no matter what your health is. And that's because multi-hit moves will slowly drain your health faster than your stamina can escape from them.
Okay.
So if dogs are running around, see how they do the jump, that's no problem. But if they're walking around, they can kind of pivot towards you, and if they start biting your leg, you can't escape. It's physically impossible to input the amount of inputs required. Maybe it's possible with some keyboard gimmicks, I don't know, but it's practically impossible. As far as I know. We're gonna get the shotgun, by far the best weapon in the game. Much more so than the submachine gun. Remember, submachine gun hits are 60 damage per bullet. And we're only fighting bosses who have iframes basically after any hit they take. So 60 damage is not a lot. Whereas shotguns usually, I think it's technically 50 to 900. It's usually 500 to 800. Because it has this particle spread. All you need to know is we have the boomstick, so we're good to go. Part's scary. So we're gonna hit this door, and then we need to dodge 2 dogs who should be jumping. And then take the inside for the 3rd one, and then we're good. It's not a huge deal to get hit there, it's just kind of scary. See, that's another one where they just spawn dogs in front of you, so as long as you're hustling and you get the heck out of there, it's not a big deal. But if you get stuck or something, then suddenly you're against 2 dogs who are walking around and can multi-hit you, and that's dangerous. We're gonna hit the subway. It's of course possible not to get hit here as it is anywhere. Probably 1 or 2 hits are gonna happen. That went well. There's one more that's even worse. You'll see why. It's because of this guy. 1 block and the second guy might... Oh, no problem. Okay. He can block the big guy. That's fine. But then he's got a little friend behind him. And then we got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who is no problem. He's got to take his sweet time getting up off the ground where he was hanging out. Going surprisingly smooth. This is what I get for spending all my time in the hyperbolic time chamber playing on PS2. So because I picked extra new game, my health is also going to bottom out here. Normally in new game, this wouldn't be a problem, but it's not a huge deal. Part of prepping for the run on PS2 meant stockpiling health items like crazy, because on PC version, there's a glitch for the final boss that makes it super easy. And that glitch doesn't exist on PS2. So you would need like 14 extra health items on PS2 just to survive the run, whereas here you can just kind of hang out.
That's a considerable amount.
It's a lot, especially because the game has a dynamic pickup methodology where if you have too many health items, it'll spawn less of them in certain parts later on. Oh, that guy was getting too close for comfort.
So you basically, do you have to just, start hunting for health items near the end, or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All of the really valuable pickups in the last section of the game became super important. And then of course, picking up stuff earlier, because if you take a hit, then you want to use, one of your freebies from earlier, one of your extras, so that you don't have to use any of the health items that would later become part of that stockpile. So it's you can't just kind of stumble your way into the final boss and hope for the best. It's if you do not have enough health items, then you're gonna die.
That's brutal.
I'm probably super loaded more than I need to by now, but I'm gonna grab these two anyways just because they're kind of free. As part of part of the gimmick of the health system is that ampules and first aid kits don't really matter anymore. If anything, they're worse for you because they'll make less health items spawn. It doesn't matter what health item we use as long as we use one, because having full health doesn't matter too much when everything kills you in one hit anyways.
Yeah.
The ampule does provide stamina, infinite stamina for a short amount of time, so that is more what we're going to use them for. Right now, we're just going to hang out and go through some dirty sewers. You're going to see me quick save a lot. Just because of these long, empty hallways that I don't want to replay if anything goes wrong. But it's also just that bad things can happen everywhere. There's some big guys up here. They shouldn't be a problem, but always, you never know. Oh, I don't think he even saw me. Okay. This game came out of called BS on the grass. Sorry, I'm taking little peeks of chat once in a while. This is the standalone PC version. It's edited for widescreen, but that's it. The graphics are just straight up this good on the PC version. It looks fantastic. Silent Hill 2 port's notoriously bad, but Konami did this PC port themselves. Instead of outsourcing it, which I think is a huge part of why it looks so good.
I guess after the backlash on 2, they decided to take it into their own hands.
Yeah, and of course, just this is a really old game. It still works really good for what it is. Another gimmick. I don't think I've shown it yet, but you can fall off of edges on hard difficulty. So that makes a little that little catwalk or whatever there is super dangerous. There's going to be a lot more later. You don't want to get knocked off a cliff. You will die. These guys are loud, but they're not a problem. We are extremely going to try not to fight any pendulums because they're awful to deal with. There's going to be some what's going to look like slow strats later, just specifically to deal with them. Okay, so we're out of the sewers, which is just kind of admittedly a little bit of a slog. You're going through a lot of empty, dark tunnels. Once you get to Building World, things get a little snappier. It's nice when survival horror has all of your progress-making doors and places that you need to go a lot tighter together. Except for these stairs. We gotta climb a lot of stairs. All the way to the 5th floor. There's multiple strats to deal with the next boss. There's no guaranteed freeform way to do it because of his mobility is just super good. He's super hard to predict. One of which would be to use... I think I'm just gonna run. One of which would be to grab the silencer that's in the wall there, and then you can use that against him with the pistol. I'm just gonna make a run for it because I have other plans. I still mess with that fight. We'll get there, but it's a boss fight. I've spent so much time testing things out, and you'll see why. But for now, we gotta run around Building World. The routing's going to be a little different. There's dogs, dangerous. They're both jumping, so that's fine. The jump hitbox is, super generous. Generous for us. Generously easy to avoid. You gotta grab some extra stuff you're not going to see on easy mode. You gotta grab Gallery of Fine Arts. We're going to grab this screwdriver for the other puzzle that's only on the harder difficulties and not on easy mode. We're also going to grab a katana because first of all, it's incredibly cool, but also because it's one of the best. Of course, it's the best melee weapon, but for certain strats and stuff that you can do with it, make it the best. The best weapon because there's the shotgun. But it really just comes down to the shotgun and the katana. Once you have those, it's your shooting weapon is going to be the shotgun. Your melee weapon is going to be the katana.
As everything should be.
Yeah, no, keep it nice and simple. Once you have the best equipment, you got to use it. We're not quite done because I got to go grab... Well, I got to go use the screwdriver I just picked up. And because this is a scary marathon run, I'm going to grab some extra health stuff from the locker room. A 5-second detour that can save your life. This might be off position. No, it's good. Grab some rope. We've got a rope and a car jack. Whatever could we possibly be using that for? We're going to use it to escape down an elevator shaft. As you will. They don't give this part a cutscene, but I would love to see this. They're climbing a rope down through an elevator shaft, down to the floor below. Those guys aren't there on the easy difficulties, and that's another room where it's it's fine unless you get stuck, and if you get stuck, it's going to be a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares, we're now in the other world. I just call it Building World. well, I guess business world, whatever have you. It's a big business building. This is the first time we meet Vince, but we're going to skip him. Grab a whole bunch of other stuff. Probably like super tanky on health items right now, which is great. There's a Slurper there, which is the other common enemy that can do multi-hit moves, so we gotta be super careful around those guys. They have a super wide hitbox, which is what makes them really dangerous. Like if they're running straight down, perpendicular in a hallway, then they cover like the entire width of the hallway, and so it's like you can't block them. You just
cry.
Yeah. You reset the situation, do what you can. Part of what makes this category fun is that there really is a lot of thinking on your feet, because there's a lot more enemies that will spawn in sometimes random places, and also what they do after they spawn changes. So there's this guy out here, which should be fine. Oh, that dog. Oh, I think he went for the nibble too. That would have killed me. Okay. Oh, good thing that guy turned around. If he turned towards me, then I would probably be on the ground right now. Use all these items we picked up along the way to set this painting on fire and crawl through the hole that it creates. This leads to famously super dangerous area. There should be 5 of these guys. Good thing that missed. One of them tried to bite. Okay, keep going that way. That's good. Okay, good. That's all of them. It's one of the situations where if you get knocked down once, then all 5 of them are going to converge on you and start trying to bite you. So that's... I'll see... Ah! Yeah, see, that's... I might be dead. Ah, okay. All it takes is one. Normally that would invalidate the run, but... I was extremely careful to quick save before that part. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that one. I'm gonna make a run for it. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, that wasn't it. See that purple bar that spawns at the top? That's what you have to outmash in order to get up.
Okay.
Which is why I mentioned that sometimes it's literally impossible. I'm gonna try to squeeze behind this guy. Yes, okay. I'm gonna super cheat, and I'm gonna save in here too. And I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna try to be a rock star. This is a bad idea. As soon as I saw them not coming around the corner, I was like, oh, they're both like right at the end, aren't they? This is usually why we slow walk. Anyways, that's why I have like 3,000 health items and such. That's really the only like bad part of this section, but it's such a bad part. It's kind of like famous for being a run killer. Even on the easier difficulties, those guys, there's less of them, but they can still knock you down. So it's kind of notorious as like a run-ending hallway. It's like you're not gonna die on the easy difficulties, but you are gonna lose time, which is just as horrible.
Yeah.
Ah, damn, I was hoping you wouldn't charge. Is that bite? Yeah, damn it. Now I'm trying to rush it. I want to go fight the next boss. So I'm going to hurry the heck up. Oh yeah, this is from where I quick saved after the first hallway. See, like, it's no problem. Sometimes you just gotta take it slow to take it fast,
Yeah. Yeah, that, this looks like an incredibly, infuriating hallway.
Woo! Secret dog. I did not expect that this last hallway to be a problem either. I thought I was just gonna coast right through here. But we'll take it nice and slow. These guys are, very sound sensitive. It's kind of their gimmick. I think they're both eating... Yeah, they're eating jerky, so they're fine. Now, okay, so now this section is basically done. Okay, after a horrible white transition, after playing a game in Dark Corridors for so long, just gotta run over here, and we're gonna get to the final boss. This is the more freeform boss fight that I kind of mentioned. There's no like magic strats for this. You just gotta, take this guy on, which makes the fight incredibly fun, by the way. But it's also incredibly frustrating. But we'll balance it out. Okay, so this cutscene auto equips the pistol because she uses the pistol in the cutscene. I missed. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm gonna use some shotgun shots, but not a lot. Get up. If you time these really well, which is actually going really well. Shit. Oh! I'm taking that hit. Get back here. Oh, I knew it. He has really good targeting. Oh, I forgot to reload. Okay, wonder if I can keep him over here. I have to be careful because I can't keep using the shotgun. I'm actually gonna switch to katana because I need that ammo against the next boss. Whoa, okay. I don't know why he didn't even stagger from the hit. Okay, he's not wiggling around, so he's dead. Yeah, there's usually some... You can take no hits if you want. Really, it's just show up and beat him up. Makes the fight fun, though. It's like... It feels like you're actually fighting another character, like, in a way that the Alessa fight later on isn't as, like, satisfying. But, yeah, right now, I am gonna pop one of these 3 ampules, even though I already have health, because it's gonna let me run to the hospital faster, but also because if I have too many ampules, then it won't spawn health items later. Which might not be a big deal at this point, but... I'm just gonna keep doing what I know. Playing the PS2 version so much lately, I'm so used to this part, like, stuttering super hard, and it's terrifying because playing on PS2, it's like, okay, both of these, this disc and this hardware that I'm playing on are both super old. It's like, man, I hope it's not, like, dying or...
Oh, yeah.
Especially at this point where on PS2, you'd probably be like 45, 50 minutes in. And it's like, a crash at this point would just be horrible.
Oh, that would be... Oh.
Yeah, I'm having to start the whole thing over. And you can't quick save, so you'd have to start completely over. Oh, get away. Those guys are scary. Not hard to deal with, but they have huge hitboxes. They're really hard to deal with in solo combat. Doesn't matter though, because we're at the hospital, where for a while it's really not dangerous at all. As you can see, the nurse swings are much clumsier than Silent Hill 2. I think that was on purpose, because the nurse swings in Silent Hill 2 were really busted. They're super quick. They always have perfect tracking. It's like you can't get past them at all unless you kill them, and this one's a little more fair about that. The puzzle we already know the solution to. But there's a similar lock code on the 3rd floor that we don't know the solution to, so that's what we're working towards. We have to convert this clock to military time, which is 201, 202, 1402. I'm going to type in the 4 and the 1 in that order. And hopefully, yeah, usually like the minutes are a lot harder to read on an analog clock at that resolution. So I usually save that for last and just mash it through, and you know, if you've got the 10 digits right, the rest will sort itself out. So we got what we need. Let's go back to the 1st floor. This bench can sometimes trip you up. You get stuck on the bench, then you'll probably get hit. So nail polish remover, get a key, and get out of here. Remember, this is like the 13th, 14th, whatever hardest difficulty. And they're still that slow, so the nurses are never, like, really a problem. $63.82. That's not an easy one to make a mnemonic for. $63.82. $63.82. Go to the 3rd floor. I'm going to type in $63.82 before I forget it. Anyone's ever been split between speedrunning Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill 3, at least in 3, you only have to memorize one of those. Silent Hill 2, you gotta do 2 at the same time.
That sounds miserable.
I'm not the spring chicken I was, a decade ago when I started speedrunning these games. I gotta start playing Big Brain Academy or something. It's like start memorizing numbers. So we're going back to 2. We're going to go straight to the Otherworld Hospital. Whoa. That was... When enemies bunch up perpendicular, like, across a hallway, that's always scary. And when the monsters are playing Red Rover with you, that's when the speedrun is its scariest. Okay, look at the chat again. Is it necessary for a zombie to carry a gun? Of course not, but it's very funny that they do. It's also very scary. That's a long-range weapon. Like, the first time you're running around and it's like, okay, nurses with pipes, that's kind of like a Silent Hill 2 thing, like Silent Hill thing, that's pretty standard. But then you hear, like, a gun cocking in the distance, that's scary.
That's terrible.
That's next level. Silly nurses, you're way too far away to hit me with that pipe. And click, it's uh-oh. Alright, after some exciting gate closures... Blah, 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 blah. This is where the hospital gets really scary, because it's not really so much about the nurses anymore. It's going to be full of slurpers, and that's a problem. There's Valtiel doing his cool little handle shenanigans. And there's the nurse. Alright, so we have about half a second of basically invincibility after coming through a door where enemies can't hit you, and that actually went great. So that first slurper wasn't a problem because he was super close to the door. Oh, that was the worst possible placement and angle for him to be facing. Oh, that was awful. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it. Okay. That was, like, the worst possible luck for that spawn. That's okay. You know, in, like, exactly as far away in the corner as possible and facing in such a way that he covers the entire entrance. Like, it's not supposed to be like that, but it is. You gotta... It's Extreme X, you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta do a few chores. And pick up some stuff. You know, we have like that quick bit of invincibility when we get through a door, so that first slurper isn't really a problem. You can't just like get insta-grabbed as soon as you come out of a door. That would be super unfair. So we have to abuse that invincibility where we can. We'll see me take a slightly longer way around here because it's either go through this empty room or go through a hallway with, I think, 2 or 3 slurpers and a nurse. So this is the only time you'll see this room. Actually, oh yeah, you'll see it once on easy. Oh, this guy, okay. That was a sick dodge. I earned that one. You don't always have options against slurpers. Sometimes you're good to go. This hallway is awful, and it's the scariest part of the hospital, and... Ah, I almost had it. Okay, I think I'll be fine. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm gonna try to get my way to the door. Oh, okay. If I wasn't able to push those guys, I'd probably be dead. Oh my gosh. That was horrible. I got past 2 of them, and then the third one knocked me down, and then the first 2 came running over to where I was. Alright. Save, let me get the hell out of here. We're gonna fight Leonard, which should be super quick. Unless he starts swimming. Okay. I think we're good. The way this works is complicated, and I think I'm gonna spend the whole way running back to the motel to explain it. 4, 5, just in case, because I really don't want to do this again, I'm going to reload early. Okay, this is fire next shot, doesn't matter. Okay, so first of all, if you take a step forward, like if you're holding the movement button, you'll get your inventory open so you can reload slightly faster. So the way that works is that there's the initial knockdown when you do the first shotgun blast, and then there's a little timer that's running down after he's like flopping around the water. If you do shotgun damage, but not too much, then it'll reset that timer and it'll keep flopping around in the water. But if you do too much damage, like if I was to run right up to him and just like shoot him right in the face, then he would start swimming or get up and attack. But if you're too far away, then you won't do enough damage to reset that little timer, and then he'll start swimming, and then you lose 20 seconds anyways. So it's like you take a few steps back, take that shot, and then hopefully your shotgun shell spreads are going to be just enough to keep resetting that timer, but not enough to make him start swimming or get up and attack. It's kind of a delicate balance, and even on easy mode, you'll see runs ruined there where that cycle is broken. The other world's not too much of a problem. It's like if you're like, you know, accidentally running exactly parallel to a dog, maybe you'll get jumped. It happens. It's not the end of the world. There's like one pendulum that should be crossing the street on the way over here. As long as you're behind it, you know, you won't get stabbed. So let me see. Should be a little further up. Some dude crossing the street. Yeah, as long as you're behind him, then there isn't really anything else to worry about. I'm in my lane, minding my own business. I gotta check one thing. This is gonna bug me. I knew it. Okay, I need one shotgun shell for an enemy coming up, which is like the only enemy we're gonna shoot. It's that guy because he's body blocking the exit on the way out. There's no first aid kit there on the shelf, which means I have too many health items, which is a good problem to have. Grab our key. Come out here and blast this guy. Otherwise, he's just gonna slap you around. Now we have to do something weird in this next room. Turn off the flashlight and hang out in this corner because you're gonna be chased by that guy over there up the tower if you don't slow down. And if he chases you up the tower, that's 3 guaranteed hits that you can't avoid. Which for Extreme X is an insane amount of hits, so both time-wise, the amount of time getting beat up takes, and the health items, like, it's not worth it. I just wait for him to clear out and get the heck out of the way. This part's also scary. You can fall off on here because it's Extreme X, but keyboard controls are pretty smooth, so it's not too bad. On PS2, I was walking the whole way. You don't get that precision. We're at Borley's, and actually, I guess I'm on extra new games, so I can skip these.
Welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion.
I guess I'm gonna be a good sport and just hang out in here.
Please come inside and look around.
With that cool shirt.
When you feel you're ready, then go through the door. Help! Help!
Help!
Do you hear those voices? A family of 4 was sliced into bloody pieces.
As you can see on the caution tape, it says Silent Department.
The cries of the children.
Not the Silent Hill.
Murderer was caught.
Not the Silent Hill Department. Not even the Silent Hill Police Department. It's just the Silent Department.
Because I felt I had to.
Sometimes less words is more.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
It's all just
You can fill in the gaps on your own.
I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person died. By suicide.
Let's go meet Danny.
That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans, but he came here after first losing
Yo, this next part
his
is
way.
famous.
Oh,
If you've played it on hard mode,
you might know.
you know where we are.
Where is the path to heaven?
I'm gonna hold
Mansion
my
is
weapon out the whole time.
So please, I'm so sorry. This place is just
See how Heather gets like an inch shorter
the mechanism is broken.
in combat stance? That's enough to not get killed by those spikes. If you're not doing this weapon walk through that room, then you just die.
Oh wow,
That was
that's actually
supposed to
neat
be the
that you can do that.
But it seems that
Yeah, it's kind of a silly puzzle, but it's. Oh my gosh! I cut a corner too early. Fiddlesticks. I haven't flubbed that in a while, but needless to say, that room is also a little dangerous. I must have quick saved at some point. Did I not? Am I so full of myself that I simply did not? Oh my gosh, I'll get right there. Alright, fine. This will not take long. I've lost perhaps a minute. Give me my damn ampule. Yeah, I was having too much fun. I forgot to press quick save like every other room.
You just get in the groove of things. You're like, everything's fine.
Yeah, there's no way anything's gonna... Oh, that's what the reload was for! I forgot. See, look, now everything's unraveling. Here, I have a plan. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, the plan's gone. Here, everyone come over here and get out of my friggin' way. Jeez. Soiled it. Show mansioning. We're not doing the mansion again, don't worry. This guy needs to get out of here. I think he's far enough. Yeah. Another benefit of extra new game is that we don't have to sit through the mansion. Extra new game is just so nice. Like it for like marathon runs, it just makes everything so safe, and like you also get the health display, you get cool costumes. It's like it's so helpful. See, look, now we don't have to sit through all the stuff again. Just get out of here.
This mansion is quite old, so please watch your... I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you.
Okay, so... The difficulty of this is that if you're running at full speed, you will wall plant. You will, like, ram your face into walls. So you have to do these little stutter steps that you'll see me doing, where you have to walk once in a while. I think it takes 3 seconds or so to hit full speed. Also, the red microwave is extremely dishonest. That thing... I don't think it rubber bands, but I think it goes at, like, super different speeds. Like, it'll go, like, super quick to catch up with you once in a while. This little interstitial area is not a problem this time, but coming back it will be. Need these shotgun shells for the next boss. Everyone in chat is like, save, save, save. Well, I got it, don't worry. I've taken the feedback into consideration. Okay, so we gotta take the left side because there's a pendulum walking across. If you take the right side and you aren't super, super quick about it, it can hit you. It's like just enough for the door exit iframes to stop. And yeah, then you get his little forward slash, and then suddenly you're on the ground dying in a room with like 6 enemies, and that's a problem. Alright, so we run into Douglas, we're not gonna talk to him. We're gonna get a creepy doll head instead. Look at you. Creepy doll head, and then we're out of here. We're just about at the next boss. Probably one of the more iconic locations from this. We get the carousel. We gotta do some carousel stuff. So I'm gonna wait till we're in here, and then I'm gonna pop an ampule again. Even though my health is fine, just because I want the stamina. Because we're gonna be cutting up some horses. Best scenario is 2 overheads, I think. These guys have a weird hitbox. Like, I think their weakest spot is like behind their head. If you hit too far forwards, they'll take damage, but it won't be like critical damage. It's really weird. You see that red bar in my stamina bar? That means we won't be slowing down our hits for a while. Sorry, I just saw Glitchless in the chat. That is... I've never heard that pun before. Oh, not that. Douglas Skip, aka Glitchless. We're gonna switch back to shotgun because we have 13 shots total. That's pretty good. We can probably skip most of cycles for this fight. I don't think that quick save mattered. All right, let's go beat up our evil twin. What? I don't... Okay. Did we both miss? It gave me the guard health loss. Whatever, that's phase 1. How am I doing on shots? Where is she? We want to get her trying to slap me as much as possible because that you can block. Can't block bullets. And I'm just gonna try to slap me around with a pipe. Or just run around. There's some danger in that if you try to stab one of the horses, then it'll like block your attack. Or like if you hit the center of the carnival wheel. Oh, she's going all over the place. Where she's taking us on a tour. Where are you going? Uh-oh. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Come back here. Okay, now we got 4 shotgun shells left, which isn't going to finish this cycle, but it'll help. Where is she? I think she fired too soon. That's so weird. Like, the shot definitely happened. I didn't take damage, but neither did she. Oh, those double hits were gorgeous. Ah. I think sometimes if you attack her in this phase while she's attacking you, it like does those 2 hits like that. I don't know why, and it's not something you can get like super consistently, but whatever, we won. We have like 1 health point left, which is all we need because that's enough to survive any hit. No matter how much damage it does. Now we're going to the last section. Up some more damn stairs. Heather's got to be so tired. She climbs like so many flights of stairs across this hour that she runs around town. This part is not awful, but it has its moments. This room's not a problem. We're doing glitchless. I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for this to happen. Some footsteps. They're purple. You can change the blood color. I have it set to purple. Usually I have it set to green. I don't know what happened there.
It was like a lot of your settings got mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but we're gonna roll. Oh, he came in like a wrecking ball. Damn it. That was awful positioning. I shouldn't have gone for it to try to squeeze past him. I was just about to explain how horrifying these ledges are. That's like the 4th time I've invalidated this run so far. That's the danger. But that's the allure. Like, if you want to bring the scariness back to your survival horror games after speedrunning them for so long, just play them on the hardest difficulty. I don't think there's any reason I would ever need those shotgun shells, but I'm going to take them anyways. Oh, that guy had a hitbox still. Damn. There is truly something super satisfying about, like, finishing such a dangerous run, though. It's like, even just surviving, like, feels good. Guy's camping the door. And it's funny because, like, every single death that has happened is a death that has happened with me having probably, like, 10 health items or so in my inventory, and none of those matter. Like, there's nothing I could have done to use those to save myself.
Yeah, like falling off a ledge. Well, health doesn't matter there.
Yeah. Even the microwave hallway, that's just like getting evaporated.
Yep.
Get more jelly shoes. Get that. Grab this card. I'm gonna grab that ampule back there, even though I might not need it. It's because marathon run and category scary. I'm gonna quick save because I lost a run to this next room like a few nights ago. Oh, okay, so there's 4 guys in here. Now they have the secret like backspin, kind of like backhand attack. Which I can't believe that hit me. Is he in front of me? Where's he pushing me? Get me out of here! Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Okay. This can be dealt with. Let me get up while let me at least get over here. Okay. Here, come join. And we'll hit the door at the last minute. That should either re-roll the enemy's positions completely. I can't believe that guy was right there. That was scary. So it'll either re-roll those enemies' positions, or I'll have the iframes of just coming out the door. Otherwise, that final, like, break for the final boss, that whole ledge area is terrifying, and I've lost multiple runs there. It's like literally the last possible way to lose a run after an hour of horrifying gameplay. No shenanigans. Back, we're taking the classroom shortcut. It's only a shortcut because otherwise there would be a numb body in your way, and those guys are huge. Get me out of here. I only have so many iframes after coming out of that door. Okay, now we have everything we need, and now we're gonna get the heck out of here, because these guys are starting to cramp my style. Okay, hopefully... Yeah, see? Iframes saved my life. That guy would have given me another buzz cut if I was not invincible from the door, so that paid off tremendously. Okay, so going into the final boss, we have 2 ampules, 4 first aid kits, 5 health drinks. We probably won't need any of them, but I'm going to use the ampule again for stamina. Let's pop these in here. It's high eye and fool's moon for these. Won't even let you quick save in that room. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna need a pistol, and we're going to need to use this. And we're gonna go right for it. Let's go beat up God. Fortunately, this boss is a great gimmick. Which, as you can see, is a massive blind spot by her left wrist, kind of like arm, elbow. Oh, I should pop that ampule. Hold on. This is a PC only glitch. I'm gonna try for 4 because... Okay, that one might not have counted. See, all the friggin' iframes. Oh, damn it, I shouldn't have gone for it. I'm gonna hit 2 and then just chill. Yeah. 3 is pretty standard. If you're feeling cavalier, you can do 4. She'll get back up halfway through her health bar, and then we just gotta knock her down again. Don't get hit by that. I'll just come back down. We're gonna switch back. So you can see the blood splatters popping out, so you know you're doing damage, whereas if you do it too early, then you'll stab her, but nothing will happen. Which I believe are when she's... That's when she's still invincible. And if we're quick enough, we should be able to get it before she goes back up, and we have to get her back down again for a 3rd cycle. Yep. Half actually felt super low. She might have had really low health, because there's some slight health RNG, but yeah.
Is that time, by the way?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let... Well, if everyone wants to fight over whether standing in that spot for that, like, during that fight is itself a glitch, but it's hard to defend. Like, what if you were to walk there on accident, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's just an oversight. Like, it can't really be a glitch, right?
Yeah, like, if you stand there, if you walk into this spot on accident during the fight, then your run's invalid. Like, I don't think we can... That's a hard one. It's also not there on the PS2 version, which is that's what made this run a nightmare to route. But yeah, we're donezo. So it's time to roll the credits. So let me just skip some cutscenes. We'll get some diddlies here. Okay, where are my results? Yeah, a 48 with. Wait, where's my continues? Save and continue number. 66. Okay, that's from the quick saves. But yeah, 48-38. That's really good. Actually, everything was pretty smooth. All the boss fights and everything. Under a minute and a half for God, and that was pretty smooth. Except for all the freak deaths, which were honestly more funny than tampering, so.
Yeah.
Cool, that's it. That's the game.
Awesome. That was an awesome run. Thank you so much. Do you have anything else you want to say before we move on to the next run?
Not too much. I'm going to be sticking on commentary for the next 2 runs, so I'm going to be here anyways. But yeah, that is all.
Awesome.
I hope you all liked.
Yeah, no, I had a good time.
Yeah, it's fun as heck.
So with that said, we do have more Silent Hill coming up. We've actually got Silent Hill Home coming up next. So we're going to take a quick few minute break here while we get that set up, and then we'll be back with more Silent Hill.
Still.